Type 1 diabetes currently affects 9.5 million children and adults worldwide. Today, I'm going to show you how the insulin signal transduction pathway normally works, and then what goes wrong in type 1 diabetes. In a healthy body, beta cells in the pancreas release a hormone called insulin whenever glucose levels rise in the bloodstream from the digestion of carbohydrates. Insulin is the ligand, which means it's the signal that starts the whole pathway. Insulin moves through the bloodstream and eventually diffuses through blood vessels to reach its target cells. Now, let's take a closer look at what's going on inside the cell. On the outside of these cells is the insulin receptor, a protein on the cell surface that binds to the hormone insulin. When insulin binds to it, the receptor activates and sends a message inside the cell. Right after the receptor activates, molecules called IRS proteins attach to it. These molecules help carry the message deeper into the cell. The message then moves away through a chain of proteins known as the PI3K AKT pathway. Each protein activates the next one, kind of like a domino effect. This pathway eventually activates a protein called AKT. AKT tells the cell to move GLUT4 transporters, which are proteins that bring glucose from the bloodstream into the cell to the surface of the cell membrane. GLUT4 works like a door that lets glucose enter the cell. Once GLUT4 is in place, glucose can finally enter the cell and be used for energy or stored for later. This is the normal response to insulin. But in type 1 diabetes, something goes wrong before this pathway can even start. In type 1 diabetes, the immune system makes a mistake. White blood cells attack the pancreas, specifically the beta cells, and slowly destroy them. This is called an autoimmune attack. After enough beta cells are destroyed, the pancreas can't make insulin anymore. Without insulin, the insulin receptor never turns on. With no insulin to activate it, the receptor stays off, which means the IRS proteins, the PI3K AKT pathway, and the GLUT4 doors never activate. Since GLUT4 never moves to the surface, glucose stays trapped in the bloodstream, causing high blood sugar. When cells can't get glucose, the body thinks it's starving. It starts breaking down fat and muscle, which can build up and become dangerous, and can cause side effects such as dehydration, constant urination, and damage to organs such as your kidneys and blood vessels. So in summary, the normal insulin pathway needs insulin to activate the receptor and bring glucose into cells. But in type 1 diabetes, white blood cells destroy the beta cells, no insulin is made, and the whole pathway shuts down before it can even start.